Welcome to this episode of Sooner Legends Podcast. As you can see, I have my co-host, my best friend, my brother from another mother, Big Mike Boganowski. And if you don't mind, could you hop out, give us a like, smash the hell out of that red subscriber button. Smash it like that sucker owes you money. And don't forget to give us a comment. Give us a share because sharing is caring, and for as little as $2.99 a month, you can join Sooner Legends Podcast. Big Mike, how we doing today, brother?
Hey, it's another Monday, man. I can't complain. Blessed to be here. Blessed to wake up this morning. Blessed to
Yeah.
be, you know, 45 days away from football.
Man, I tell you what, it's getting there, Big Mike. It's getting there. I'm getting antsy, brother. I'm getting antsy.
Mm-hmm.
And but anyway, Mike, can you believe that they already have Texas beating us?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I can 100% believe it. You want to know why?
Why's that, brother?
They're giving Texas an arch man and the Shadur Travis Hunter backing from ESPN. The media
Exactly.
got him. That's who they chose. They're choosing Texas and they're choosing Arch. Doesn't surprise me one bit.
And this is what I can't understand, Mike, is Texas had to replace a lot of players due to the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how can Mike? You've played college ball. You got a son, Mike Jr. plays. How can you develop continuity in replacing 11 players that you lost to the draft? How can you develop continuity from the end of the season through spring camp and up to game day? I don't see it.
Yeah. Well, you gotta just like Thunder or you Sooner said, hype doesn't mean anything. You still gotta play the games. You still gotta go out there and compete. Hype and all that stuff can win you a Heisman, though. You know what I mean? You can win you a Heisman, that's for sure. But you got to go out there and play the games. You got to go out there. Football is the ultimate team sport. 11 man got to be on the same page. One man doesn't do the job. You're going to get exposed and you're going to lose. But yeah, you got to go out there and play, man. The hype and the love all they're getting, it's all good, but that shit don't matter, man. We ain't even played a game yet.
Exactly. What's that they always say, Mike? With hype, that and 25 cents will buy you a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And but I try my best not to listen to even on OU's sake. I try not to what Nick Saban said, drink the rat poison, because my philosophy is the proof is in the pudding and the eating thereof. You got to show it on the field. However, but when you look at OU's roster, the changes that they've made in the offseason with Jim Nagy, Ben Arbuckle, Koloski, Wes Goodwin, Nate Dreiling. I mean, this is setting up for the perfect storm for OU, Mike.
Oh, we've been talking about this for a minute now.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this for a minute. The thing is a lot of people, and especially social media, they got the attention span of a fly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're so quick to forget what we got coming back. Yeah, we done lost a couple crucial pieces, but we're legit up front, like defensively. You know what I mean? Like legit. And that shit's gonna take you a long way.
Yeah.
We're legit, and we're hearing good things about the O-line front, gelling and coming together as a squad. Once you get both fronts playing, shoot, game time. We're gonna be winning a lot of games.
And like I told you in the green room, Mike, from what I've been hearing with the scuttlebutt around the program is Bill Bedenbow has been taking belt to ass, you know, and
Yeah,
so
I love me a coach that don't hold back. Right?
exactly.
And I want the guy that's the same dude when there's no parents around, when you're in a meeting room or you're out on the practice field with parents and recruits around. I want the guy that's the same guy. And Bill Bedenbow is that. Bill Bedenbow will not hesitate to tear you a new one in front of complete strangers, all that stuff. I've seen it, I've witnessed it, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and that's what I love about Bill Bedenbow. I mean, last year they was all in his grill, but good gosh, I mean, and here again what we've been talking about a minute is you when you got so many injuries that has happened to OU last year. I mean, what do you do? I mean, you got to it's next man up mentality, but good gosh, when it's like when Sexton went out in the Ole Miss game, I mean, that's part of your engine.
Yeah.
When part of your engine fails and you know it ain't gonna run right. Let's see. My question is, who's the guy that called the professor? The homegrown cowboy, the professor. He's on High Top Sports. Jason has him on a lot. He covers not only Florida, but he does recruiting and he evaluates players. That's who he is, homegrown. Hello, Kim Hurst. I ain't heard. Hey, Kim, have you heard from Hankster? Because I've been trying to get a hold of him. Jason's been trying to get a hold of him. I ain't heard hide nor hair of him. But anyway, Mike, like you say, the hype, even even with OU, I don't drink the rat poison because you got to show me. And I just feel that Oklahoma is in position to be damn good this year with the roster. And Coach Ricks is either Coach Ricks or Jason said yesterday, you know, even though this is a tough schedule, if you look from top to bottom at the SEC, 8 new quarterbacks with, you know, so you know,
and hey, like we talked about that Tennessee game on paper got easier when Nico left, right?
Yeah, it did on paper. It sure did.
Easier. That game definitely got easier, and supposedly the cat that they got from UCLA via Appalachian State, I remember I heard he's been a little turnover prone.
Oh,
I mean, you look, you know, Illinois State, I don't know who their quarterback is, but Michigan, first home or first road game, they could be starting a true freshman. Temple, don't know who their quarterback is. Auburn, we got something for JA. We got something for him. We're gonna give him that 2024 fall camp treatment. Right?
Yeah, buddy.
BV was giving them. Kent State, don't matter. Texas, you know, it's Arch. We'll see what's up. He's essentially new, right? Lenore Sellers, you got to worry about him. I don't know if I'm completely sold on him being a great passer, which, you know, I think, you know, us being able to stop the run bodes well. We got to make him pass. We got to make him throw the ball. Ole Miss, the lefty, he looked good. I was just watching him on media days, watching them talk about him on SEC media days. Shit, I can't remember his name. Like I said, Tennessee, that looked like it got a little easier. We'll see what happens in Alabama with their quarterback situation. And I mean, the Missouri cat, he's new. The Alabama quarterback's new. Tennessee, and then you got LSU and the big one. That's Nussmeier. That's the one you got to worry about.
Yeah.
He'll carve you up. We saw it last year. Some bitch looked like he was out for the game. Looked like we knocked him out for the game. He was out. Hurt shoulder,
Oh,
throwing shoulder. So somehow he come back in, slanging dimes, throwing 60-yarders. I'm like, how is this even possible? I want what they gave him. They gave him some good drugs.
oh yeah, they did.
Hey,
Uh,
if anybody out there, I'm gonna have to text a couple of my people that I know that's at SEC Media Days and see if they can ask Nussmeier that question. Like, hey, bro, what did they give you when you went out the game versus Oklahoma? Like, let us know. What did you
uh-huh.
get? I need somebody to ask that.
Yeah, I do too. Um, if OU's offenses we could easily go 10-2. I've got us going 10-2. As a matter of fact, that's my prediction for the season. And so, but like I said, Mike, I mean, it's I we get to hear this every year with Texas and OU, and they ain't even thought about this about Texas. They got to play Ohio State. What, their second game?
If they start the game off, that first game of the year.
At the shoe?
Yep.
That's going to be a difficult place to play within itself. And you just ain't going to go in Ohio State's house and mollywop them.
Nope. Then they got Florida. They play Florida before Red River.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Down at the swamp, I heard. So
yep.
here's my deal on the title. Oklahoma is a sleeping giant. And this is why I think Oklahoma is a sleeping giant. Like we alluded to earlier, the defense. Having only lost Bowman, Stutz, and Downs, due to graduate being drafted and whatnot. We're returning. We're returning a lot of our key players, all of our key players, as a matter of fact. But one thing me and Coach Ricks talked about, OU's going. You ain't going to run on that front seven of us. If we can, if they go to passing and we start to tipping passes, intercepting passes, it's going to be hard for teams to judge us. Now, here, if I was a defensive coordinator, I'd say get one 15-yard penalty. That way it sets the tone like, hey, you ain't going to do that to us.
Yep.
Hang on just a second, Mike. Go ahead and piggyback off that if you want. Bishop just texted me.
Yep. Yeah, Michigan, man, Sooner Cowboys, I don't. Like, what do you mean different? Like last year? Do you mean like, I feel like they're kind of the same. And they're going to have to use the same formula, especially with that young quarterback. I feel like they're going to have to pound the rock. I don't know, man. I feel like, yeah, I think they're going to be a pound the rock and play defense type of team again this year. I don't, especially starting off, and especially on the first road game. You know what I mean? I feel like they're gonna have to pound the rock, not turn the ball over, and try to grind out a game. Maybe get a defensive score. Keep it low. That's gonna be a good game, though, man. That's where I'm super. I cannot wait for that game.
Me either.
That's gonna be. It's gonna give us a good idea of what kind of team we got, and if Mateer is who we think he is. Not saying that's definitive, but it'll give us a good it'll give us a good indication if he's built of the kind of stuff that we all think he is and what we've heard. Simmons,
Right.
that's that game. I think Satterfield, Simmons,
And
that
here,
old man.
Material's going to have weapons.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
That's what's going to make Material scary, because he's got all them weapons around him, not just in with receivers and a tight end. He's going to have a damn good running back room. Am I still here, Mike?
Yeah, I got you. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that I mean, let me look at this Texas schedule real quick here. I was just looking at it earlier. They got a
Here we are.
mean, I felt like I had seen they were talking about it on SEC media days, like Texas has got a tough schedule. And they had OU as the third hardest, behind Florida, Arkansas, and then us. But they 100% had to talk about Texas. That's what they do. That's what I'm saying. So Texas starts off with Ohio State, San Jose State, UTEP, Sam Houston, Texas, right? Sam Houston, Texas. Texas got Florida. And then they go play us in Red River, right? So, I mean, at best case scenario, they're 4-1 headed into Red River. And
Yep.
I think this is the game. I think this is the game where we when we kind of I think we fool Arch a couple times in this game. I think we get home. I think we get home on Arch. I think we cause a couple of turnovers, and I think we get the dub. And I think Mateer balls out. And I think this is the game right here where Mateer, in my opinion, shows why they went and got him, right? I think they win against Kentucky, Mississippi State. I think that Vandy game is going to be a lot harder than people think. I don't think Vandy's just going to come in and get beat in Austin, right? They got to go to Georgia, Arkansas, and Texas A&M. I mean, I think there's an easy 3 losses on that schedule, right? In any combination, right? Now, I think Texas beats for some reason I think they get Florida. I think they beat Florida. I think Texas beats them. I think Georgia beats them. And somewhere in there after I think we beat them, right? So I think somewhere in there's a slip-up game, whether it's Vandy. I mean, I wouldn't really call it Texas A&M a slip-up game, but we definitely seen Alabama. When they beat Alabama that one year, and they looked like there was gangbusters, and then they were just they didn't play the same like that ever. Texas has been known and has shown us that they can let up and let off the gas and not be the same team consistently. I don't know what it is, coaching, players, I don't know. Maybe they think they arrived or whatever, but they have shown the tendency to have a big win and then have a letdown.
Yeah.
And it's going to come somewhere on that back half after the Oklahoma game, after we beat them.
Exactly. I'm going to try to, for some reason, I saw Bishop in, but he's out, and I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, like we're not like hey, look, we're not going to be an easy out.
No,
You know what I mean? What there are a couple games last year that I don't think you see that happen again.
no,
Um,
no.
the
Like
South
like for
Carolina, South Carolinas, that ain't happening again. Um, that's a fact. But dude, this team, like I said, man, I told myself I wasn't going to make any bets a couple months ago, a long time ago. I was a wait and see. Wasn't going to get on the hype train. Wasn't going to drink the Kool-Aid. Wasn't going to put on my crimson colored glasses. You know what I'm saying? I said I wasn't going to do that. But here I am. I already made my bets. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't resist. They were too juicy. There was too much fat on the bone, and I had to take them. I had to take them. But I'm still not
uh
going to sit here like sunshine pump. Like we still got to go out and play. And if we are who I think we are, we're gonna definitely be over 6.5 wins, and we're definitely probably making the playoffs
yeah,
because I just think our defense is going to be too good, and our offense is going to score enough.
exactly. Hey, Mike, and what would you say would be an average that OU would have to score to win the game?
I think 24 is probably a good number. Like
Yeah,
24 is like as us winning comfortably. And I'm gonna be like that Michigan game, I think that's a 3 score. I think we win that game by 3 scores. Just because I don't know, I cannot see Michigan. I just can't see Michigan like having quick strike, big play offense on us. And I think we have that ability. And I think you're gonna see I think you're going to see why we went and got Ben Arbuckle. I think he's going to do a great job play calling. I don't think you're going to see some of the ridiculous crap that we were running last year before they fired Latrell. I think you're going to see
yeah,
some innovation. I think you're going to see concepts that are not key concept, but they're going to be a keystone concept, right? In which you can
hmm,
counter off that stuff, run pass option, counters off play action, all that kind of stuff is going to be intertwined to keep the defensive guessing. And I think we're going to attack people at their weaknesses. And I just think Ben Arbuckle. I mean, talk to the dude one time briefly, but I just think I think he's got that. He's got it. You know what I'm saying? I think he's
yes,
got it. And he's a young cocky dude. I mean, you see him talking shit on the videos, you see him dancing, you see him do all that. Now, is that personally how I, you know what I mean? Like, no, I don't think so. But I think you got to have some of that if you want to be a great coach, great offensive coordinator. Whether you express it or not, it is what it is. But I think Coach Buckle is going to emerge on the scene.
yeah, me too. I mean, you ain't going to see none of this ratty ass tight end jet sweep. You're not going to see a tight end block, 230-pound tight end blocking a 250-pound defensive end. I mean, it. We just seen too much crazy last year. Not like you said, Mike. I am so glad that we have uh, uh, Ben Arbuckle. And not only that, we got Kevin Wilson with us too. So that adds in a little bit of flavor to that also. A man
Yeah.
who knows offense. You know, I mean, look at Kevin Wilson. Uh, he gave us Sam Bradford and Jermaine Gresham and DeMarco Murray. I mean, so, you know,
Yeah.
we're just not going to go out there and just lay down on the dogs,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
Mm-mm. Nope. And listen, man, like let's talk about it. We got we got probably the best and brightest defensive mind calling the defense this year. Like
Exactly.
We didn't really talk about that too much. What you got? What you rocking, Bishop? What is that? Big polar bear? Was that some polar bears, some wolves? Damn, he done fell out.
Uh-oh.
He went to
Where did
change
he
his
go?
clothes.
Dalpo is while we're waiting for Bishop to come. Here we go. Here we go. He's back. There we go.
Hey, somebody been messing with the time slots. They tricked me. It's all good.
That
It's
might
all
have been me, Bishop, because I've lost when I was sending y'all links.
good. Uh-huh.
I've misplaced my mouse, and I was doing this by the.
Nah, you good. You good. I'm messing. Hey, Mike. Hey, see, I ain't a young skillet like it used to be. I'm like a fine wine. I age with time, though.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
Oh,
Nah, man,
nothing.
I'm just talking about we're just talking about the team and what we think is gonna happen, how people are sleeping, bro. Which
Yeah.
I prefer that. Like
I prefer
be honest. I do not want to be all up on TV. If I'm OU, I don't want to be like Texas, right?
Right.
Like just they're gonna win this, they're gonna win that. I just want people to keep their mouth shut and just don't talk about us. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just let us come in and do work.
That and you
We
already
don't
know
need
that's
you hyping us up. We don't need
yeah.
you pumping us up. We don't need all that. We got internal motivation. We got probably one of the greatest motivators in Brett Venables. Like that dude is a hell of a motivator. And y'all know he can talk. Y'all know he can go. You know what I mean? Like the man he's just a encyclopedia of motivation and just like it's never enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's never
Well,
enough of that.
it's a tribute
He
to
expects
those young
greatness.
men. They're buying into the culture because when all this is going on that Twitter wars and all this going on, all they've been doing is going into the fire pit and putting in work. They're not getting on Twitter. They're letting us be their backbone, getting their backs. But it's time that, hey, we're fast approaching the season. It's time for training camps to start back up. All the talking is done. Documentation is going to beat conversation, and all receipts are coming due.
Hey, Bishop, Mike, I read something last week pertaining to social media. Did y'all see that John Mateer, he pretty much canceled all of his social media accounts?
Yeah, I'm sure they probably tune out, man, trying to lock in. You know,
Yeah,
especially with quarterbacks, bro. You don't need to hear that nonsense. Like
Yeah.
them.
yeah.
So I was going to bring that up last week, but I
I
got
can't
old timers.
imagine. It's just not good for you. It's not listening to all the BS. Like I don't know. I can't imagine.
Like OU Twitter.
Yeah, there's some doomers for real. There's some doomers for real. Like I don't know who that Ronnie Crimson dude is, but that dude is a hater. Damn, I can't. Every
Big
time I
time.
see something from him, bro, he is, bro. Geez, just be quiet, homie. Like, damn.
How's our
Yeah.
girl OU Christy been doing?
You're really gonna hold a kid. You're really gonna hold it against a kid that chose a school where his late dad played and is a legacy player. You're really gonna hold that against Oklahoma and our coaching staff? Man, come on,
Nah.
bro. That dude, that's wild, bro.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah,
I
like
go ahead.
Kim just said we need players to stay away from the rat poison.
Yeah, they don't need to listen to him.
Hey, there you go. And like Uncle was saying, just think about it. We're talking about we're in a new level of recruiting, and a lot of times we were in the Big 12, so we were getting a lot of the ones that didn't go to others. But hey, this pool is for real, and with the new deals that's added to the formula, you better be ready to recruit on all levels. And if you got any negative recruiting, you better have a strong staff that's unified and already has the boots on the ground, knowing how to counterbalance it.
Jason made a good point yesterday on Coach Rick's show, and I would like to address the chat. Guys, don't worry about us losing in-state recruits because we are stacked asshole to elbow in in-state recruits. And just because we didn't hit this year doesn't mean we're not going to hit next year. Now, if we don't hit on them next year, then like Jason said, there's a reason to be concerned. But right now, I mean, we have pretty much plucked out all the recruits that BV wanted in state, and we're not just going to drop a bag just because you are a 4 or 5. We're not going to put all of our eggs in one basket. Am I right on that, guys?
Yeah. And listen, I said this earlier this morning. We cannot outpay everybody in every school for every. Can't happen.
And what's your take on that, Bish?
Yeah, what I was gonna say is, and understand with this new landscape, even if you don't get the player on that was first on your board, you got 2, 3, and 4 on your board still. And the main thing is we want to keep up our competitive depth. We're not kind of keep up with the Joneses. We want to make national titles. Only way you do that is keep competitive depth.
Exactly, Bishop. This is now I don't know if this is true or not, but I kind of think that Jim Nagy has an dry eraser board in his office, and he's running it like on draft day. He's got all the players that he's going after. You know what I mean, guys? And he knows what he wants. Hey, Dwayne.
What up, Wow? Hey, let's get back. We missed that question up there earlier.
Go ahead.
Which one?
What's the question?
It's about Kendall Daniels.
Okay, I'm scrolling up to it, Mike.
Kendall Daniels and Dolby.
Yeah, Dalpois 83. What do you guys think will happen with Kendall Daniels and Dolby? Where do you see them playing?
I just see them being 1A and 1B, and being oftentimes might even get on the field at the same time in NASCAR.
Yeah.
I think.
Go ahead, Mike.
I think you're going to see Dolby. I think you're going to see Dolby still at the cheetah role, and to get him back into football shape, right? Like he's coming back from a pretty gruesome broken ankle. So, you know what I mean? It takes a while. I think they're going to start him there, and then as he gets back to the player he was, I think he wants to be a cornerback and maybe get some reps at cornerback for the next level. And I think you'll see Kendall Daniels rotating around, in different packages and coming in and playing cheetah as well. I think you're going to see him at that position, and then I think you're going to see I think you're going to see Kendall Daniels and Dolby, and then I think they're going to phase Dolby out into the cornerback secondary type player, and then I think you'll see a Reggie Powers come in.
And don't forget James Nesta.
I think James is more of a linebacker, a traditional linebacker.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I think you're going to see. I think you're going to see a good solid 2 deep there with Kip and Kobe. I think you're going to see some Daniels inside there too. I saw him playing there around there, And I think you're going to see some depth in there and some Sammy O. Now, obviously, Sammy O is going to get a lot of clock. He always does. He's a good player. He's big, strong, fast. But yeah, I think, man, I think we're gonna be good right there. I think there's gonna be some reps that need to be gotten. And my 8th grade English teacher would have been pissed at that.
Hey,
Yeah,
Coach and Dwayne, would y'all like to come on? I'll send y'all a link.
What's up, Coach Riggs?
Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, but
Coach
without,
Rickson.
oh yeah. Come on,
Coach Riggs
join the
eating dinner.
family. But what I was gonna say is, as Unc was talking, just think of all the names he kept naming, and there's no let up. When one comes in, it's still the same standard. When another comes in, it's still the same standard. That is the competitive depth to be able to be thought for the playoffs and win a national title. That's why it's so important that we lock in and we understand, hey, right now we might not be getting them, but I had told you about fire test. It's the poopy diaper syndrome, but guarantee you what we already have as a nucleus is definitely where we need it to be. We just need to keep adding pieces, and starting with Creole. Jake, hey, welcome. If you see fit, you're more than welcome, because you're definitely a dog. So with that said, we're getting closer to game day, so all the talking is going to be pretty much done, and you're going to have to prove it.
Yeah, they hated on Krell on that rankings update. They dropped him. They
I
hated
saw
on
that.
him.
I saw that. Yeah, but you know what? That just tells you, documentation beat conversation. There ain't no fun when the rabbit has the gun.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Hey, y'all carry on. I'm sending links out, guys.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Go ahead, Big Mike.
Yeah, Kim Mike's getting his reps. He's working behind Robert Spears Jennings. He's still learning, still trying to perfect his craft and be the best player he can be. Yeah, he'll get some clock. He should get some clock, especially some regular snaps, some rotational snaps for sure. Obviously he'll be on some special teams as well. But yeah, he's gonna be out there. Looking forward to this year, man. I can't wait. Can't wait for the end of August. I cannot wait to drive back down to Norman for a game day, bro.
Yeah, JC Thunder coming through, the sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boogeyman is ready, and he's ready to lay the boom on somebody that's unexpected. Booyah.
Yeah. We just gotta make plays, man. Everybody gotta be confident in what they're doing, knowing their assignment, and make plays, man, and play complementary football. You know what I mean? Like we gotta be buttoned up, man. We gotta be ready to go. Can't get too pumped up, too hyped. Just be ready to go out there and make some plays, man.
Right. Not only that, just think about it. Just know your assignments. Know how you fit. You know how each player and what they need to do, and do not get outside of that. In spite of what you're seeing, play your position, do your job. Everybody else will be coached up necessary to complete the process. But when we get outside of our current position, that's when we leave holes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's the same. It's the same thing. It's the same thing on offense too, man. Like people got to know their assignments. Make sure everybody's the blocking scheme is tightened up and everybody knows who they got, and we're making the right reads as a quarterback and the running back hitting the holes. Man, it sounds so simple, but that's why football is what it is, right? That's why it's not track and field or wrestling or something like that. It's the ultimate team.
And just think about it. Last year, we didn't have a competent OC. Now we have competent OC, quarterback coach, and a quarterback that came from the same system. to go
Mhm.
along with that defense.
Mhm.
That's why
Hey, Coach.
I understand. Go ahead.
Coach and Dwayne, I sent y'all a link in your emails if you'd like to come on.
Hey,
Hey.
so
Well, go ahead, Bishop. Go ahead.
no. I just want to say, hey, Doc Holliday and me have talked, and understand when you have that come into the room, it just allows you to know each and every game that you're going to be in it, and then it's up on to you to make sure you don't make mistakes. But the bottom line is, I don't fear anyone on this schedule. It's all about us not beating ourselves.
Exactly. It, you know, I just like what this year has in store for us. You know, with all that we've got in the off season, and Coach Ricks makes a hell of a good comment here. What a lot of people are missing out on is Oklahoma has so much depth on the defensive side that they can take a cycle off and not get anyone.
Yeah.
I mean,
And listen, like we can't be wetting the bed right now, bro. It's the middle of July.
right,
You know what I mean? Like people don't sign until December. Like
right.
there's still so much that can change in this next 5.5 months. Like I ain't even worried about it. I ain't even worried about it.
I ain't either. And I've heard Jason say this several times, and it's shined a new light in my eye. I asked him this question yesterday on Coach Rick's show. Dang it, I was fixing to spit fire, and I slipped a gear.
You got it. Come on, Doc Holliday.
It's
Oh
hilarious.
my God, I can't. I hate this. I think I need to get checked out.
Let's breathe.
That might be the funniest shit I heard all day.
I slipped a freaking gear.
I was fixing the Spitfire.
I was fixing to preach to the choir too.
There you go. Go on now.
What's up,
And look who we have with us. First time on Sooner Legends podcast. We have Dwayne Johns.
What's up, Big Mike? What's up, Big Mike?
How you doing?
Man, I've been hearing good things about you and your son, man. So you already know this is a big time OU Sooner thing. Texas still sucks at the end of the day at 4:28 in the afternoon. So you already know what's going on, man. It do what it do. What's going on?
Dwayne, welcome to the show. This is now that you're on the show, you are now part of the Sooner Legend podcast fam. And I'm kind of taking a piggyback off of Coach Ricks here in the upcoming months. I'm going to have Normal Joes in the chat if they would like to come on and spit their fire. Come on with it. You're all welcome on this show. We're all Sooner fans. We're all family, and I'm going to give my members and subscribers. I'm going to give them a chance to get on my platform and speak their fire.
That's all right. That's what I'm saying.
I wonder where that spit that fire came from. Must have been a handsome dude.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Okay, Sooner in Texas. He's the official translator of Sooner Legends podcast. He says translation: Legend was about to spit tobacco, but he swallowed it and lost his train of thought.
Come on, man.
No, Dwayne, we're sitting here talking about Oklahoma is a sleeping giant this year.
Oh yeah,
and we gave both offense defense coaches. Let's hear your take on Oklahoma is a sleeping giant.
Oh, I think we are a sleeping giant. You know, I was telling Coach Ricks and Bishop might have heard it. You might have heard it too. You know, I went to the barbershop Saturday morning. And man, you know, of course I represent Oklahoma, but it's like Oklahoma ain't do nothing. They gonna be 6. They gonna be 6, 6 and 7, 5 and 8. I said, man, you don't absolutely. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I said, man, you can't be serious. Man, y'all just don't have no talent. I said, man, let me ask you a question. I said, if if you lost all six of your wide receivers and you had a patchwork offensive line, what do you think you do? Oh man, the next man up. I said, okay, let you tell it. We will see. I said, you know what? I said, I just can't wait for all these people, all this when the football season starts. Now I'm already pissed because I can't say nothing else because I'm getting pissed because I'm just waiting till the season starts. And
Well,
especially
Dwayne, you know,
you,
okay,
LSU fans, I'm waiting for them. That's the ones I want. I want to skull
and
drag them.
here's what I would have counteracted when they said next man up. How can it be next man up when the next man up got hurt?
That
Oh, spit that fire. There it is.
that's it. I mean, people not being realistic. I just I got my friend. He always say, "Well, Oklahoma ain't got no talent. They ain't got no resources." I said, "Man, you got to be joking." I said, "Well, look at this. LSU got a resource. We got this person." I said, "Well, let me ask you a question. If you got all the resources, then why didn't you get Bo Bentley?" And he puts a little tagline, "Crickets," and I did the same thing. Where you at? Oh well, our quarterback room is just loaded. Stop it, man. Quit it. Half your quarterbacks left. Stop it. So it don't even much matter. So but it is what it. We sleeping giant. I'm ready for
Yeah,
him.
I mean, here, here's how I'm looking at it, guys. And I've already told this to Bishop and Big Mike is Dwayne. We only lost Stutzman, Downs, and Bowman on defense last year.
Exactly.
That
Exactly.
ain't even. That's not even a third of our defense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we didn't lose no key. Well, yeah, we lost Stutzman and Bowman. They were key players, but the bulk of our defense, and good God, we're asshole appetite deep on all positions on defense. If you
Right.
think you're gonna run on this front seven,
It's not gonna happen.
you just might as well be on a D9 dozer pulling the Peterbilt with an oversized load.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm glad you said it because I was thinking about that. You always talking about the recruits and all that kind of stuff, and it's starting to make sense because we're not getting these top recruits because I'm assuming these guys are asking for boatloads of money, and that Jim Nagy is not
Yeah.
going to give it to them. So I mean, I was listening to TP last night, and he still says it's about the money, about getting the money. Okay, I'm for the money. I understand that. I respect that. But at the same time, we got to do it for the value. Who wants to be here? Who wants to be in an Oklahoma uniform? Who wants to go through that fight? We
Mm-hmm.
can't. We just can't give everybody that money that they want. I mean, I'm pretty much sure there's somebody out there they want to pay that, but they're not going to do it. Like
Yeah,
you said, if you see one top guy that's a 5-star Superman, got an S on the chest and all that, and you got 4 or 5 guys that you get for value, what you think we're gonna do? We're not going for that guy. We're going for the value. So I mean,
exactly.
it's just gonna take time to do what it needs to do.
Well,
And
Coach
excuse me,
Ricks, Co- Coach Ricks makes a good point. He interpreted for me. He said, "I think what you're trying to say, Mike, is if we needed to lose someone, it was those two key positions because we are so deep at them." That's what I was. I took the long way around the mountain, but that's exactly what I was trying to say. We
right,
are we are stacked,
right.
and you know, I I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I haven't been excited about an Oklahoma defense in a long time, but this year I am. I'm doing cartwheels naked down the street. I'm so excited.
Man, man,
Wait a minute. Doc
I did
Holliday,
not
you
need
wasn't
that
supposed to do
mental
that.
image, Mike. I
That
did
was a
not need
stretch.
that. I did not need that mental image.
man,
I had to give y'all that visual.
man. No, no,
I
Mike,
did,
don't do it. Don't do it.
did not need that. I mean, I think we're a lot deeper at linebacker um, than replacing Billy in the secondary and safety position.
Mhm.
I think we have a lot of talent in the safety room. I mean, we need Peyton Bowen to stay healthy.
Right.
We need him to stay healthy, and you know, we got some cats that need to step up. Jaden Hardy needs to
Yeah.
step up. Mike needs to step up. Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
You got a couple of the young cats, Marion Robinson and Wimberly. You know, we're talented back there. I don't know if I would so much to say deep. I think we're deeper at linebacker. I think you could say we're deeper than safety.
And
Satterfield asked who will take Stutzman's place as leader on defense. I'm going to say Kip Lewis.
yeah, and
Yeah, I think so.
I think
Yeah.
so. And to piggyback of what Unc was saying, just think about it. We got the four horsemen back. We got Dryling. Dryling was the key linebacker in his day and knows how to coach it. And so what we are we're better suited to develop the youth to make sure that everybody's on the same platform. Now it's up on you to prove it on the field. But you're gonna have everything in your toolbox ready to shoot your gun. It's up on you to be prepared for your moment.
Yeah.
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 I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Coach Dryling is your linebacker's linebacker. You know what I mean? Like that's what he is, dude. He is that dude. Let me tell you a quick story, right? We're out at the camp this summer, and so I've been to this is my third one at the linebacker position, right? The first one was with Ted Roof, the second one was with Zach Alley, and the third one with Coach Dryling. Listen, man, no shade to either Ted Roof or Alley, but I learned the absolute most by listening and watching those drills, listening to Coach Dryling. Like they don't do anything like where they're stepping over bags, like high knees over bags and stuff like that. He's like, when do you ever see that on a football field? Or like stepping over bags. He's like, I don't want guys stepping over bags. He's like, I want them to get to point A to point B as fast as possible by keeping their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage. And I sat there and I was like, bro, I'm 46 years old. I was like, holy shit, he's right.
That makes sense.
Made
And
total
Mm-hmm.
sense. I'm like, how did I not see that? Like, how did I feel like I'm one of those guys that sees stuff and how what we're practicing applies to games and things like that. And then, dude, it got me thinking, bro. It got me thinking about all the stuff I used to do in college in like my drills. I was like, bro, it's pointless. So fast forward like 2 weeks after that, I see I take my son Marcus to the K-State camp, and I'm talking to my old Coach Standard. I'm like, what? I was like, where's all the drills we used to do? He's like, we don't do them no more. And I'm like, that should never apply to you. And I was like, I just didn't realize it till yesterday. He's like, yeah. He's like, it's grown. He's like, back in the day, we just did stuff because that's what we did. He's like,
Right.
now it's completely different. I'm like, bro, I hated it. Dude, we used to go through like bungee cord, like ladders, right? But they were like a foot off the ground. So you doing like one in each one, like crossing over and zigzagging through them. And I hated it. Every day for practice, we started off on that. And I hated it. They don't even do that no more.
Now
Crazy.
here's what here. Go ahead, Dwayne. Go ahead. I'm sorry, sir.
I was just thinking about that, Mike. We used to do the, we had the Oklahoma drill back in the day. Like during practice, we had those 2-a-days, 3-a-days, and they be putting you in the ringer and all this kind of stuff, and you got to go up against this man, that man coming up and all that, and they be running at you and stuff. I got myself knocked in on butt, a couple times, man. But nowadays, it's more technical than what it used to be. You know what I mean?
Oh, there's still a place for that Oklahoma drill, though. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
There's still a place for shedding the block and making a tackle now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that still applies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that little snippet from Coach Dryling just unlocked so much for me, and I was just thinking about everything. I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, man. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which goes to
Go
show
ahead, John.
that we did get the right man for the job.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That, and from what I've been hearing, as far as between Wes Goodwin and the and Coach Dreiling with the linebackers, is we're finally teaching fundamentals and techniques, not just shoulder tackle, diving at them, jumping when you they're teaching them lock that sucker up, knock his mouthpiece out his mouth, and pancake his ass to the ground.
Man, when what's his name, Mr. Grinch said, man, that was a pathetic defense. I mean, that was hard. I mean,
Oh,
man, that just man. When we played LSU, it's like nobody showed up.
Mm-mm.
Nobody showed up. I mean, I couldn't. I was so disappointed to be a Sooner fan that day because they didn't. That guy hired the wrong man for defense. Speed D, yes indeed. Speed did
God.
discipline, more like it.
Yeah, Speed D was a joke. I mean, did you also notice in that time, and that was about the time that Riley got rid of Smitty, that our defense couldn't make it a whole game. About the fourth quarter, they had their hands on their hips, their tongues hanging out of air, out of breath.
Yeah.
I mean, a 3-year-old could have run through that defensive line and had them tired. I'm glad them days are over. And I was going to, I'm getting one thing that really pissed me off last year through all of them injuries was they was blaming Smitty. You can't blame Smitty on that.
Absolutely not.
And I tell you what, y'all heard it here on Sooner Legends podcast first. Smitty retires. I'll tell you who the next strength and conditioning coach is going to be, because he's already a strength and conditioning coach. Dan Cody.
Ooh.
You heard it here on Sooner Legend podcast.
So what you're saying
Smitty
is,
retires.
hey,
And let me tell you something. Dan Cody looks better than he did when he played football.
man, that'd be great there. That would be great.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's S&C for one of the Tulsa schools. And last year when they brought him down for a motivational speech at the university, man, this dude, he cut off all his hair. He shaves his. He even looks meaner now with that shaved head. But yeah, you can't blame Smitty. I love Smitty. I mean, that was a godsend, him coming back to OU. And the first thing he did was got rid of them damn what was it, them elastic bands.
I don't know where.
Yeah.
I don't know where
Go
they
ahead,
find.
man.
I don't know where they find that guy Benny Wiley. I do not know where they found him at.
LR did.
LR found him. But yeah, like we was saying, Dwayne, I kind of got off on a tangent. I have been thinking all freaking off season that Oklahoma is the sleeping giant. I love that they're sleeping on us. We got the receipts, and these idiots better chill out, because I love it that they're sleeping on us. What about you, Dwayne?
Oh, I'm ready for him. I can't contain myself. Every time every time they say something stupid, I got to reply. I have to. It's just there's no way that's gonna happen again. There's just no way possible. That's gonna happen again. I'm kind of disappointed a couple of them left, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. Business is business at the end of the day. But none of that's gonna happen again. No. We're gonna be ready. Like you said, we got the 4 horsemen. We got what's the coach that's now helping Bill Beatonbow out? What's his name?
Kevin Wilson.
Kevin
Yeah,
Collins.
no, not him. Kevin Wilson. That's it. Yeah, he's
Kevin
gonna be
Wilson.
up.
Kevin,
Yeah, he's gonna be helping us out. So I'm ready for him. I'm ready. I I have to. I'm so excited. I might have to say we'll win it all, but I'm just going a bit too far. So I just leave it like that.
I just, you know, I just love what I'm seeing. I mean, like before you, before you came on, Dwayne, uh, me and Big Mike and Bishop was discussing. I mean, you look at what Bill Bedenbaugh's doing to this offensive line this season. I mean, he's taken belt to ass, and this is going to be probably one of the better offensive lines that we've seen in Oklahoma for a while, Dwayne.
I think so too. I'm ready to see what Mr. Eddie Pierre Louis is going to do. That's what I really want to see. That's what I want to see.
Dwayne, I wish you could have been on the show last year when we came on after that main game and EPL got that 10, 15-yard penalty for creaming that defensive guy.
Look, I seen one of those races that he had. Man, that dude was running. He's like, he had like him a stride. He was beating people. I'm like, are you kidding? This offensive lineman? Oh man, look. I think we just gonna be fine. But see, like I said, like Bishop always says, we got a lot of a lot of receipts that are due, and they're gonna have to cash a lot of these checks that they've been writing. So I'm gonna be ready for it.
You know, we've never mentioned this name in these shows, and I'm going to bring it up. Big Mike, Dwayne, Bishop, is there any concerns about Fabichi Wewu?
No.
I haven't heard anything.
No, I think he's I think that he's getting, there's competition there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Fabichi's he's one of the guards for sure. I think that the competition is at that other guard.
Yeah. Coach Ricks, Bishop, do you remember the twins that Coach Ricks always talks about?
Yeah.
He just threw a chat. He's trying to get the twins from Orangeburg, South Carolina, to come on his show.
6'7".
What?
Yeah.
6'7", 325.
They are some big hymns.
Man.
They are hymns.
Yeah, hey, Studio. I think Fabichi's going to be one of the starters. I mean, he was our most consistent offensive lineman last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm not going to say it, but he was out there, man. He was.
Yeah. Here's what I will say. There is more competitive depth than ever before. And if nothing else, it's pushing each one of them to make sure they fine tune their game. So when it comes out on the field, it shows out and shows up. So with that said, understand iron sharpens iron, works both ways, offense and defense. And so they all benefit from having to go up against the best.
Right.
And then Dalpo says, wonder who's going to return punts and kicks. Since we don't have G Freaky or anybody, I wonder who they're going to have doing that now.
We'll find somebody.
We'll find somebody.
Somebody's going to be ready.
Santeria?
Yeah, that's it. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and if the young not Holt, but the running back, the freshman running back, if he can handle receiving kicks and not fumble, put him back there as well.
Tory Blaylock?
Yeah.
Man, are we still gonna be? Go ahead.
I'm saying that Tory Blaylock dude, he's when you see him on the field and you see him break out, like he got a little something, dude. He got some juice, bro. That Blaylock dude's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
What is he gonna say, Dwayne?
All I would say is, for the love of God, can we please stop using the jet sweep? That's one thing I just don't want to use. I don't want to see that anymore. I mean, I mean, I even with that, is DeMarco Murray going to have a better rotation? Is he going to stick with these running backs instead of getting mad and don't put the man in, you put somebody else in that's not hot? Because Bob used to put the hot man in, regardless of whatever you like it or not. So I mean, if you fumble the ball, he set you down. So I mean, I don't want to see that nonsense where you still want to stick with the guy that fumbles the ball. No, man, we don't do that.
Yeah.
Right. I think you answer that, Dwayne. I think Kevin Wilson and Arbuckle together, everybody's going to have to toe the line, and that means you're going to have to be on your P's and Q's because, like I said, after last year, everybody's on notice. Nobody's
Mhm.
nobody's free from the scrupulous eye in the sky. So you got to put in work, and you got to show the goods now. You know,
And
no ifs, ands, or buts.
I've heard Dwayne say this several times, and I agree with him. Feed the monster. Feed
Oh, yeah.
X.
You got
Feed
to.
X.
You
I mean,
have
do
to.
you feed X or do you got to feed us since you paid him so much money to come?
I'd run them. I'd have them. I'd have a 2-man backfield.
I think it's going to be 3.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hey,
So what?
the,
I think it's going to be Ott. It's going to be Ott. It's going to be X and Barnes. I think it's going to be and not necessarily. I think Ott's going to be the guy, and then you're going to see some rotation between X.
You think Torrey's going to get in there?
Who? I think so, but man, it's crowded in that running back room.
I know.
It's crowded.
Being how he's a freshman, you might see him a lot during garbage time.
I want to see 4 games out of him. I want to see 4. You know what I'm saying?
I got to play for y'all that y'all remember in the after the 2000s. You remember the diamond formation?
Yep.
Yeah.
Woo, boy, nobody ran that in the SEC. Man, can you believe the diamond formation? Oh my gosh.
Boy.
Man, that's a whole nother wrinkle.
Yep.
I just know that Arbuckle runs combination routes. And if I can bring an acknowledgement, you remember when Jermaine Gresham ran down the seams and nobody took him and he went in wide open? It's because the combination routes took everybody else away and then left the backers one-on-one.
Man, you got to pay attention to your man. You better pay attention to your man because you're going to get left behind real quick.
Yeah. And see, that's the beauty of someone that knows how to put a game plan, offensive game plan together. Is like, that's why we're chomping at the bit. We know we got to prove it on the field, but just to have someone that has an actual repertoire and has proven on the field to be able to take someone from ground zero to be able to implement their game plan. Hey, we sure could have used it last year, and we're looking forward to using it now.
Yep.
What was you going to say about your four guys, Big Mike?
I'd probably X Tate, and I don't think I'm putting Tatum in. Like no. There's no like we can't afford to put the ball on the ground.
No,
like that dude got not in any like he's in there with I need to see 4 games out of him. Probably he's in that same scenario where is Blaylock. I don't know who else who am I missing?
Javante Barnes.
Yeah, we got Barnes, X Rob, a couple of them other cats. I don't know. I don't know.
Man, they got a lot of guys that's coming in. That room is stacked all the way down.
Yeah.
I really like that we're in better position after going through the fire test last year to where all the experience that these young men got is going to pay dividends because we're going to have to use each and every one to make these playoffs and win this natty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Coach Rick said, "Hey, chicken." Coach Rick said something on his show that made a lot of sense. With if you're going to run, what was that he said, Bishop, about a dual slant with Deion Burks and
Yeah,
one of
it's called
the
yeah. Double it's the combination route double post where
yeah
if you pay attention to one side, the other side is running the same thing, going the opposite way. And what it does, it clears everything out to where it's like Joe Mixon on that one pass that he caught one hand and he had a clear shot to the end zone and nobody was inside.
Man. That boy, y'all got me. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'll be looking at old Oklahoma Bob Stoops era's Oklahoma players. I'm looking at it, man. I'm like, I'll be getting excited.
Oh yeah, I'm very much excited. One thing I guess the biggest thing that I'm excited about is the Mateer, Arbuckle, and Koloski, or that combination. That's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about seeing Arbuckle run different formations, not running the freaking shotgun on our half-yard line.
No, whose idea? You know what? Whose idea was that?
The
Whose
dumbest
idea?
shit ever. That's
Whose
not just Oklahoma, bro. A lot of people do it. You see it all the time on Saturday.
Man, look, I was at in high school about a couple years ago when Leonard Fournette was playing with St. Aul High School. They're one game away to go to the championship. Why in the world they was on that 5-yard line? You know what the coach called? He called a fade route. He called a fade route. You have the best running back in the nation, but you're gonna call a fade route. The team couldn't stop him all day. Why would you call it? And then that other team intercepted the ball. Are you kidding me? Who does that?
I know.
Oh man.
You know, I had my moment last night, Dwayne. I went back and watched when we played LSU in the national championship, and I cannot understand why the life of me Chuck Long had Keywan Jones burning LSU's front seven and linebacker core, gaining anywhere from 7 to 10 yards a pop. And then he has Jason to start throwing 3 or 4 deep routes. I never understood that. They wasn't going to stop Keywan, and he went from it. That made me mad.
That's
Did we lose to?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's where you can't get bigger than what you already brought to deal. Sometimes a lot of the offensive coordinators try to make it bigger than what it needs to be. It's still the same game that we played when we was young kids, and you can't add too much more.
There's Dwayne. But anyway, like I said, guys, I am flipping excited about this year. I've got a lot to. There's just a lot to get excited for this year. I don't, and until someone changes my mind, I'm going to keep up this excitement.
Yeah, sorry about that, fellas. I got to go take care of some business in the plant. I'll get back with y'all the next time. Man, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mike. Big Mike, it was a pleasure, man. I hope to be back on you again. I know you be speaking in loudly, so, man, I'm ready for this shit, man. Y'all take it easy. Thanks for having me on.
Dwayne,
Mike the Legend. Bishop, thank you, man. Next time I'm gonna be on there, Lord say the same, man. I'm gonna go take care of this. Y'all have a good one.
All right, then. Take care of business. One.
I'm gonna
All
listen to
right,
y'all
Dwayne.
online.
All right, brother. You have a good one, Dwayne. Thanks for coming on, my guy.
You too. Take it easy. God bless y'all.
And that was one of our faithful members of the chat, Dwayne Johns, joining us for a little while here on the chat. Hey, Mike, got a question for you.
Send it.
And coach brought this makes sense. We're on the if we're on the 5-yard line, let's say this year, would you not line up EPL in a Wildcat?
Bro, I listen, man. You remember last year how Penn State had that guard pulling? Come across and pulling and blowing people up. I'd at least do that. At least give my man a like H-back and have him come across the formation and just, yeah. Why would you not?
I mean, hell, Buddy Ryan was successful with William the Refrigerator Perry running that. Hell, direct snap at the EPL, that's guaranteed a touchdown there. What do you think, Bishop?
I put it like this. I know we're going to gain a yard. I know that.
Yeah.
So
I just talking off the cuff, but that do y'all think Arbuckle will have some gadget plays thrown in his playbook?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would think so, man.
I agree with Kim. I agree with Kim. We just need to hold on to the freaking ball.
yeah, that's what I was saying. The only ones that can beat us is us, and that's by making the stupid penalties and putting the ball on the carpet. If we don't do that, and we also apply relentless pressure, there's no one that can beat us but us ourselves. So as long as we don't do that, I see where we can have an awesome year. So
you know what I'd be doing when if I was DeMarco, the running backs coach, every day of class, I would have O'Neal carry a football to and from class, sleep with it, hold it. That ball is, that's what they used to do to us in high school, man. If you fumbled 2 or 3 times in the game, they'd make you carry a football to and from class, take it home with you, sleep with it. I mean, it became what's a good term? It became your appendage.
Yeah. The party.
Yeah. That's the program, wasn't it? That sounds like a movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But there's one more thing I would like to touch on, and we hardly bring it up. We've brought it up and discussed it, but we've kind of let it go by the wayside. And that's Jared Canick at H-back. Or tight end, or what is he, a tight end H-back now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you got a kid that has 4.3 speed, I mean, it makes perfectly good sense. That move right there was one of my favorite off-season moves on the roster, was moving Canick from linebacker to H-back. If not my favorite move.
Right. I think for the most part, I think Jaron and this is astute on his part, is that he realized a linebacker already has to have a good foundation built by the time you get in college. And he was 1.5 steps behind. And so making this making this adjustment. I just think he came from in Kansas. If he's known for his touchdown runs over 40 yards. So if that's the case, let's put the ball in his hand and see what he can do when he has his moment. So I think that because he played defense, he's not going to shy away from contact if he needs to block one or two.
Exactly. What's your thoughts, Mike?
Yeah, I think he's got some catching up to do. It sounds like he's doing all the right stuff and trying to keep him, get himself caught up. I mean, he's an athletic dude. I just think we got to give him some time. I know he don't have much, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to catch up and get that real game speed, and you know what I'm saying, and get used to catching the ball instead of going and tackling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I hope he does well. I hope, and I'm hoping for the best for him for sure.
Yeah. And
also
go
in
ahead.
the same light, Caden Helms. I am hearing awesome stuff about him, and I'm so ready for him to have his moment and get behind all of that stuff that deals with off the field injuries. So if he can be an added component, all of a sudden we got competitive depth in the one room that we had concerns about. And so, and I also want to give flowers to Kevin Wilson. Thank you so much for coming back, because you bring accountability to that tight end room, because he coached up Gresham and Joe John. So he knows his stuff. And so, hey, Joe John knows that, hey, he has someone that they keep him accountable, and he knows because he's the one that recruited him. So
I just, in a roundabout way, Canick kind of reminds me of that instance with Paul Thompson. He left. Bob moved him from quarterback to wide receiver. Hell of a wide receiver. I mean, he caught the ball. He was efficient. But after that Bomar case, he moved him back to quarterback. And you never did once hear Paul Thompson complain about anything. He was for the team. And that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from Canick. He tried playing linebacker, but he, like you said, Bishop, he wasn't up to speed, falling behind, this, that. So they found where his strength was, and that was that was his speed, his size for an H-back.
And if you think about it, with Canick, it was more so linebacker is instinctive. You cannot be thinking when you're playing linebacker, because there's so many keys and different things that you have to read that you can't be worrying about the right depth, or what do I do on this play, or do I got this gap or this gap. You got to know instinctively to where you can sniff out, okay, I got Indian coming across, so I change over from Dax to Tano, and Tano is meaning that we change from zone to man. That type of stuff. And when you're thinking, it causes you to be mechanical. So oftentimes you're like a step or two behind because you're thinking too much versus being second nature and reacting.
Exactly. At that linebacker position, you cannot be robotic. I mean, it's got to be everything's got to be fluid, and you got to have quick decisions. You can't be robotic.
Ain't that right,
Yeah, you can't half step. You know what I mean? Especially at linebacker, man. You gotta read it, see it, and go. Like, you can't be half stepping.
No, not at all. Well, guys, I thought we had a good show today.
Yeah.
Got to talk a lot of points. I didn't come in hot like I did last week. I'm sorry. technology had me bumfuzzled and had me all discombobulated, but I thought we had a good show today. Guys in the chat, thank y'all for coming in and tuning in to SLP. Thanks to Dwayne Johns for coming in on the show, a member of the chat, to spit his fire. And as always, thanks to Big Mike up there for making Mike and Mike possible on Mondays. My best friend, my brother from another mother. And Bishop, always great having you on. Your insights are mostly wonderful. So, guys, out in the chat, if you haven't already, give us a like. Smash that red subscriber button like somebody owes you money. And for as little as $2.99 a month, you can join SLP and become a member. We're at 781 subs now. And I've got a little goal set by kickoff on our first game. I would like to be setting close to 1,000 subs. So tell your friends, share it on your social media platforms. Every Monday I got Mike and Bishop on, and sometimes I have Coach Ricks. So on behalf of me, Big Mike, and Bishop, we wish y'all a great week. Be careful in all that you do. Bishop, Mike, thank you once again for coming on, and we'll do this goodness next Monday. Hey, Mike, you got any free time this week?
Yeah, hit me up.
Okay. We'll do another one through the middle of the week. Bishop, are you down with it?
Oh, you know it.
Okay. Y'all be looking all about Wednesday or Thursday. So until then, y'all have a great week. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and if you do, don't name it after me. Well, y'all take care, and this legend, we'll see you on the backside. God bless. Boomer.
Sooner.